You'd be excited. Yeah. He didn't say, but it says recording, right? At the end, I'll just end it, right? Yeah.
It said recording in progress.
Oh, I didn't hear it. All right. Perfect. There's still more to come for you.
All right.
No business.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the village board meeting for the village of Willow Springs. It's Thursday, September 22nd, 2022. The time is 7 p.m. and this meeting is called to order. Our village administrator is serving as the clerk this evening as well. Administrator Grace, could you please call the roll?
Absolutely. Trustee Ara.
Here.
Trustee Kennedy.
Here.
Trustee Micah.
Here.
Trustee Posh.
Here.
Trustee Moon. Trustee Carr. and President Nettermeyer.
Here, thank you. That completes the roll and we have a quorum. Let's all please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible. Thank you again, everybody. Before we move into action items, we have the Lions Club here this evening to give a short presentation. You wouldn't mind for a second?
Yes, got the president of the board of Lions Club. First thing I'd like to thank the mayor and all the board, all the public work council, and the county folks that you guys did a great job. Thank you for all that help. I have a couple checks here. Give the sites. One to the beautification committee. So in regard to that.
Give it to, well, you can give it to me.
Okay.
I'll give it to your council.
All right. You're in the park, right? Always giving this guy a check, you know? But, the money that we get for all our fundraising credit, spend it in village, you know? Anybody that needs hearing aid, glasses, just asking, kind of, anybody that needs help, give us a call, and we'll be there.
Thank you
You
so much.
don't get a whole rich. Got a new member, Ryan, coming to our club now. I think we're gonna have to make you an honorary member so we get some of our members back, you know, our meeting. But thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. And thank you for all the club.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll catch you. Cool. All right.
Easy on the decor there. Thank you.
All right, thanks again to the Lions Club and all the fantastic work that they do and their generous. We'll move on to disposition of the previous minutes in our board packs. We have the minutes from September 8th, 2022. I would like to add one amendment to those. It's in regards to action item number 3 regarding the sewer project. Let it just be added to the minutes that trustee R asked, and it was confirmed during the discussion that the bid approved included the option to extend pricing for next year. So with that amendment, I will ask for a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
By trustee R, second by trustee Posh. Discussion on those? There being none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ara.
Aye.
Kennedy.
Aye.
Trustee Micah. Aye. Trustee Posh.
Aye.
Trustee Moon.
Aye.
Trustee Carr.
All ayes, and those are approved. Thank you. On to report of the village administrator. Administrator Grace.
No report this evening.
Village clerk report we will skip over tonight. Reports of official village engineer.
Yes, just a couple of quick items. We met with IDOT last week to take up the project. They directed the village to move forward with the environmental survey request, which I'll be working with. We've got a pre-construction meeting next week.
Thank you. Village attorney for Eric Peck tonight here, we have Courtney Truffle from Pressler.
No formal report.
Thank you, Courtney. Village treasurer,
No report.
on to reports of standing committee, finance and administration, trustee Ara.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion to approve item 71, warrant 22-0-17, dated September 8th, 2022. Payroll and all fund expenses totaling $232,288.06.
Thank you, trustee Ara, for the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Trustee Kennedy, discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ara.
Aye.
Trustee Kennedy.
Aye.
Trustee Micah.
Aye.
Trustee Posh.
Aye.
Trustee Moon.
Aye.
Trustee Carr.
All ayes, and those are,
Moving on to the next one, I'd like to also make a motion to approve item 72, warrant 22-0-18, dated September 22nd, 2022. Payroll and all fund expenses totaling $142,984.07.
that was the motion by trustee Ara, second
I'll second.
by trustee Kennedy, discussion? Vote, please.
Trustee Ara.
Aye.
Trustee Kennedy.
Aye.
Trustee Micah.
Aye.
Trustee Posh.
Aye.
Trustee Moon. Trustee Carr.
All ayes, and those are approved.
And then I would like to, for the trustees, I dropped off in there. I dropped off some documents about video gaming for the month of August. You know, year-to-date revenues are still over $500,000. We're 27% ahead of last year. So those businesses are doing very well. We'll be discussing that later. So that was just information for everybody. The next thing is, this past Saturday, I had an opportunity to participate in the second annual Willow Springs Paper Shredding event. This year sponsored by the Beautification Commission with help from local Scout Troop 69. The participants lined up early, some returned multiple times, along with paper shredding. There was coffee, cider, and donuts for all who attended. But the big takeaways were all the comments about what a great event this was, because not everybody in every town gets something like this for the residents. And actually, we had some people that returned from last year with their most recent receipts and records that they wanted to shred. So that was really good. But the thing that hit me was that this event was another example of how lucky we are to have great grassroots organizations like the Beautification Commission and, you know, Parks and Rec and Lions Club, another one. You know, it's just, we're lucky to have that, and they all give their time and talents to create a great small town community that we get. So thank you to all those volunteers. And that ends my report.
Thank you, trustee Ara. Public Safety Committee, trustee Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam President. Just like to report on, police commission had their meeting tonight, and police eligibility list was approved tonight. And then also, October is Police Appreciation Month. So if anybody wants to donate or give some time, but it's out, we voted that in 2 years ago. And so October is Police Appreciation Month. If anybody cares to do anything for the police department, we sure appreciate it. And other than that, do you have anything, Chief?
Just to add to your presentation, not only was it certified, but we had approval to hire. So.
I'm not going to try to correct you on that one. Yeah.
And thank you, Mr. Sprinkle, for making that happen. But she's part-time, he doesn't have to go through a public academy. That fills some vacancy there, so. Let me check on that. What's his name? Joseph B-E-A-U. I thought that was.
That concludes my report.
Fantastic, thank you, trustee Kennedy, and thank you, chief. Municipal Buildings and Grounds Committee, trustee Micah.
Thank you, Madam President. I just, the only thing I'd like to report on is the Parks and Rec. We had our concert in the park and it was a great turnout, and thank you for everybody helping out, and looking to have 2 or 3 of them next year. So hopefully we get more people there. And that concludes my report.
Great, thanks. Public Works Committee, trustee Posh.
Thank you, Madam President. I do not have a report tonight unless there's
Only thing I have to report is our regularly scheduled branch pickup and at the end of the month, and that will be on periodically. Great.
Thank you, trustee Posh. License and Franchise Committee, trustee Moon.
We unfortunately have no permits this year or this month. So it's my report.
Very good. Okay, thank you, trustee Moon. Building and Zoning Committee, trustee Park. Okay. On to action items. We have first approval of 2022-0-13 declaring disposal of the village-owned surplus property at the 2013 Ford Explorer, VIN number 1FM5KA8BGB07964. May I have a motion to approve that ordinance?
Second.
By trustee Micah, will say the second by trustee Moon. Discussion on that?
Is that the one with the picture in the black?
It is.
That's
picture.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a retired police interceptor.
Any further discussion? There being none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ara.
Aye.
Trustee Kennedy.
Aye.
Trustee Micah. Aye. Trustee Posh. Trustee Moon. Trustee Carr. Thank you.
All ayes, and that ordinance is approved. On to the second action item, approval of ordinance 2022-0-14. This is an ordinance amending Title 4, Section 32D of the Village Code regarding the license fee for video gaming terminals. May I first have a motion to approve that ordinance?
So
By trustee Ara, second by trustee Posh. Any discussion on this one?
yeah, I've got something. I feel like we should probably keep our fees at the same, what they are now, just because our businesses are making a little bit of money doesn't mean that we need to take it from them. The village is doing pretty good financially right now. It's come a long way. I know that a lot of villages charge quite a bit more than what we do. And I think that's one of the perks of doing business in Willow Springs is that we're very friendly. And I don't feel like we need to dig into their pockets. I mean, they have their necks out on the line, so that's where I stand on that.
Thank you for your comment. Any further discussion?
Yeah, I think just to reaffirm, the cost of those licenses are split between the video game owner.
I'm
and
off 50%.
50% by the owner and 50% by the business. So it's not all on the business that gets it. Now, we've increased, I've reported out monthly on our increase of revenue to these businesses, and I wanted to enlighten people and the members of this board. So I kept doing that and showing how they're prospering. We have not gotten to a point yet in this town, from my research, that we've ever leveled off on video gaming revenue for businesses in this town. They're doing well. I also try to point out the businesses that are the top 5 performers, you know, making the most money. And really, I want to see them prosper, but I don't believe that this increase is actually affect their bottom line. Essentially, what we're talking about doing is there's 66 machines in this town right now. We're essentially going to raise that fee $100 per machine, and it's going to bring in $6,600 above and beyond what we're currently getting right now. So that's the impact. And a business could have no more than 6 machines. So essentially, you're looking at increasing $600 per business or $300 to the owner of the business, and that's their impact. So I just wanted to clarify the financial piece of this so everybody understands.
Okay, thank you for that. Any further discussion?
Mr. R, can I ask a question? Did you check some other towns around here on what their numbers are and what it costs them for a license?
I did, I don't have those offhand, but I'll tell you, first of all, at $250 a license, that's the max the state will allow you to charge as a, basically a license fee on each machine for non-home rule towns. People that are home rule towns have cost $1,000, $1,500 a machine. So it costs a lot more money for businesses outside of Willow Springs to have that type of business outside of Willow Springs, and they're all around us, okay? So I don't think we're burdening the owners of the business, but trying to do the right thing for the residents and getting their fair share of having these businesses in town. So once again, I've got all the numbers, I run all the reports every month just so everybody can be educated.
Okay. Public comment is reserved for the end, but Ms. Valdez, I hear your question, and so to clarify, yes, I can do that. So, legislation last year was passed where for non-home rule municipalities, the max that could be charged, and Courtney, please jump in if I'm you need to clarify or correct me at any point, but municipalities were able to charge $25 per machine. And legislation last year changed that to where municipalities that are non-home rule could charge $250. We as a board raised our price to $150 last year. And so with this ordinance, we are looking to raise it from $150 to $250 per machine. All right, any further discussion on this? Let's call the vote, please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
trustee Kennedy,
Nate.
trustee Micah,
Aye.
trustee Posh, trustee Moon,
Aye.
trustee Carr.
Okay, and that ordinance is approved. Thank you all for your input on that. Moving on, is there any old business? Any new business? We will now move to public comment. It is reserved for village issues and 3 minutes per statement, please. We have one signed up first, Mr. Dave Patterson. Hi, Mr. Patterson. I think you're, yeah.
Regarding, I wanted when the world it was just well organized. I know there's a lot of work in the organization. I really showed up publicly. Talking about this project. But it's, this is what you do all the time. You come here, you do everything. I've also been in the school district. Big switch. They've got 365 enrolled this year, and of that, about 45%. And that's really that's really what we're working with. This moment, I think. Been working on it for
Signed up, we have Carol Valdez.
This is a great one. You know, they started construction on the corner here of Park. Yes, construction on the corner of Park. And parking is a mess. And I know previously, quite some time ago, you could park on both sides of the street. Side by side, for most of the bigger kids, but then nobody could drive down. Just put them on the road. So they made, let's see, the west side. You know, parking, so everybody had to park on the east side. But now the construction there, kind of a mess. I was wondering if we could take off the parking sign, feasible parking on the house.
Would you be able to get through them?
Well, yeah, because it's only gonna be on, people are on the park on one side again. It won't be on park. Maybe just putting on enough parking, no school parking, and get a little bit. But I think as long as they can park on one side, they won't be parking like there where it actually doing the work.
We can definitely look into that. The feedback is noted.
Because it's then, like I said, for years, you can park on both sides, but if you want to come down the street, there's no side, it's just pretty good. Consider taking down the parking sign, or the parking.
We can consider that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We have nobody else signed up for public comment. We have no need for executive session tonight. I will move on to the president's report. We had a member of the Lions Club here, and so just a reminder that this Saturday is the Lioness Pancake Breakfast. I'm sorry, it's Sunday, the 25th at the community center. It's from 8 till 12. I'm sorry, say it again. It's at the community center on Sunday from 8 to 12. That is correct. So please get out and support the Lioness Club if you can. And on the idea of events, we have our fall newsletter coming out, which will be full of lots of events. It should hit mailboxes the first week of October or thereabout. Administrator Grace and department heads and staff have all done a great job in putting the newsletter together. Lots of information in that from the commissions and community groups. So keep an eye out for that. And finally, I want to say thank you to everyone who's helped with the fall decorations around town. You might have noticed them popping. I appreciate it. With that, I want to add that our next meeting is October 16th. And look forward to seeing you guys then. Be safe until then. That concludes the president's report. And so I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by trustee Posh, second by trustee Moon. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. This meeting is adjourned at 7:22. Adjourned.
You know. Yeah, like three this morning. Yeah.